is Teacher Smith, and today we are going to learn about odd and even numbers. So, to prepare for this topic, I have taken an example question here. Let's just have a look. Here the question says, is the sum of numbers below an odd number or even number? So here there are few numbers that are given to us. I have to find out the sum, and then I need to determine whether the sum is an odd number or an even number. But what is an odd number and what is an even number? Let's try to figure it out. So let's try to understand what is the meaning of odd and even number. Now let's say if I have just one sock. Can I just wear one sock and go out? Of course not. In order to ensure that I go out, how many socks do I need? Of course, I need a pair of the sock. So if I have two socks, I can call it as a pair. But if I have just one sock, can it be called as a pair? No. So in order to ensure I have a pair, how many more socks do I need here? Yes, I need one more sock. So here there is still one left at this part. So this means this one left is nothing but one sock, and a pair can be termed as two socks. Now if I have, let's say, three socks, can I form all the pair? No, if I have three socks here, two can form a pair. There will be still one left. So this 3, I will write it down in the same column as one left. Now let's say if I have 4 socks. Can I form pairs with all the 4 socks? Of course, yes, very good answer, Isaac. This 2 and this 2 can form a pair. So I'll write down 4 in this pair column. Now let's say if I have 5. Can I form all the pair? Of course not, there will be still one left. How about 6? In one left or pair. Oh, if I have 6, I can still form pair, and then pair. So here 6 left is also a pair. Now what about 7? Of course 7 also belongs to one left and 8 as a pair. Now what is this one left and what is this pair? Whenever there is one left, it's quite odd because here I need still one more sock. That is the reason why whenever there's numbers where you have one left, we call these numbers as odd numbers. So if I have one left, I call this as odd numbers. And if there is numbers that can form pairs, these pairs are nothing but called as even numbers. So this is nothing but odd number and even number. So if I summarize this, it will look something like this. If there is one left, odd or even? Perfect, odd, so fast. And if there is pair, it is nothing but even number. So if this is odd number and this is even number, let's just check if I have a number. How I can determine a number is an odd number or even number. So let's take for an example 10. Let's say 10 is a number. Now can I form pairs using the number 10? Of course, 10 means there are 10 socks. If there are 10 socks, how many pairs I can form? Very good, it's just 5. So here I can form 5 pairs. Now if there are 5 pairs, which type of number it is? Yes, it is nothing but even number. So 10 can be termed as an even number. How about 30? Also an even number. What about 50? Again even number. 100? Again even number. And 120? Also an even number. Now, is there something common that you can observe in these numbers present here? Oh, all the numbers end with a 0 here. So, if there's numbers that end with 0, we can call these numbers as which type of number? Odd or even? Even numbers. So, if the numbers end with 0, we can term it as even numbers. So, let me summarize this. If it ends with 0, even number. Now suddenly if I give you a big number, 523, is this number an odd number or even number? Now we just saw, if any number that ends with 0, then we call this number as which number? Even number. So this 523, I will try to split in such a way that I have a 0 at the end. So if I want to split, I can split it as 520, and how much there will be left? Oh, there will be 3 left. Now 520 already has a 0. So which type of number is this? Oh, even number. And what about 3? Yes, the 3 here, we all know it's just an odd number. There is still 1 left to form a pair. So this means if there is 3 which is odd, then 523 is an odd number because there will be still 1 left every time. So what we can observe from here, if there is a number, I just have to check the last digit. The last digit here will determine that the number is odd or even. So let's take a quick example. Let's say if it's 124. Now this 124, how should I split? In such a way I have 0 at the end. Very good. It's 120 and 4. So I can split it as 120 and 4. Now 120 already has a 0. So which type of number is this? Even number. How about 4? 4 is which number? 4 forms a pair. So this means it's an even number. And if 4 is an even number, the last digit is even. What can I say about this number? Also even. So here what we can observe is, if I want to check a number is an even or an odd number, I just have to check the last digit, because we can split the number ending with 0. So whenever we have to check if a number is odd or even, which digit we need to check? Just last digit. Check the last digit here. Now, understanding this, let's see how we can tackle the questions about sum. The question is the sum of the numbers below an odd number or even number? This means after finding out the sum, the answer, is it an even number or an odd number? This is what we need to find. Now the numbers are pretty small here. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6. If I add them up, what is the sum? Very fast. It's nothing but 21. Now 21 is an odd number or an even number? Lovely. There is 1 at the end. The last digit is just 1. The last digit is 1. It is an odd number. Perfect. Now here the numbers are pretty small. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How about if the numbers are big? And there are many numbers like 523, 120, 22, 45, big numbers. Am I going to add every time and get the answer? Will be too stressful. Big numbers added up. So let's just see what is the other way of doing this thing. Let's see what is the characteristic of the number. Because the question is not asking us to add them up. The question is only asking us to check if the sum will be odd or even. So let's check each number here. Now let's see from the very first, that is 1. Now 1 is which type of number? Is it an odd number or an even number in 1? Oh, of course, 1 means there will be 1 left. So if I compare this with a sock, there I'll have 1 left. How about 2? Is it 1 left or pair? Oh, it is just a pair. So what we will do is, since it's just a pair, it's already paired up, it's already inside the box, I will try to ignore this number for a while. Now let's move on to 3. This 3, is it 1 left or it's pair? Oh, 3 is 1 left. So I can write down either 1 or I can draw a small sock there. Then about 4, odd or even? Of course, 4 can form pairs, even. So let's just ignore it for a while. How about 5? 1 left or pair? Of course, just 1 left. So I'll write down 1, or you can make a sock over there. And 6, pair. Remove. Now I have 3 sock. If I have 3 sock that are present, 1 left, 1 left, 1, can I form pairs with each sock? There is just 2 sock that can form a pair. How about this one? Do I have any more 1 left sock to pair this with? No. This means the sum of this number will just be an odd number, because there will be still 1 left in this sum. So that's how we can check if a sum is odd or even. So first thing what we have to do is, we can first eliminate all the pairs. We just need to find out how many 1 lefts are there. After we find out 1 left, just try to pair this 1 left. After we pair them up, see is there anything left. If there is something left, then we can call it as an odd number. But if there's nothing left, then it's an even number. So let's just practice it one more time with this question. Is the sum of the numbers below an odd or even number? I have 11, 22, 23, 34, 49, 55. Am I going to add all the numbers and get the answer? Pretty much big. So let's just try to use our method. So 11, the final digit is 1. So it's an odd number or even number? Oh, perfect. Odd number because there is just one left. How about 22? Oh, last digit is just 2. This means it will form a pair. So just ignore it for a while. It is already paired. How about 23? So this 23, of course, the last digit is 3. This means one pair. Oh, sorry, one left. And then how about 34? 34, last digit is 4, already paired. So just ignore. How about 49? Oh, 49, the last digit is 9. 9 means there will be one left. How about 55? One left. Now, can I form pairs with all the one left? We can observe there's just 4 left and I can pair each one of them up. And if I can pair all the numbers that are present, it is nothing but an even number. So what we can understand, if I want to check the sum is odd number or an even number, I just have to find out how many one left are there. This means how many odd numbers are there. After finding out all the one left, we can try to pair them up. If all the numbers can be paired like this, we can call it as an even number. But if can't be paired, we can call it as an odd number. So let me summarize this. To check sum odd or even, find one left and pair them if any. So this is the summary that I'll add in our summary list so that at the end of the video you can write them up together. No need to write now. I'll give you time for this. Keep your pens down. Now, understanding this, let's see our actual question. Our actual question has so many numbers and that to 2-digit numbers. So, the question is the same, that is sum of numbers odd or even. So, let's just find out how many one left are there. So, this 10, the last digit is 0. Last digit 0 means already paired. Let's just ignore. How about 11? Last digit 1, this means one left. 23, last digit 3, this means one left. 34, last digit 4, this means pair. So let's just remove it. 36, odd or even? Perfect, even. So just cancel. 41, odd or even? Oh, one left. How about 47, odd or even? Odd, this means one left. How about 50? Oh, 0 at the end, this means even. Let's just remove. How about 57? 7 at the end. 7 means one left. How about 59? There's a 9 at the end. This means one left. How about 60? 0. This means remove. Now, there are 6 one left. Can I pair each one left with each other? Oh, we can pair them up. And if we can pair them up, the answer is even number. So here what we can understand is, if I want to check if the sum of a number is an odd number or even number, then we just have to find out how many one lefts are there, and at the end just try to pair if any. So here is the summary list for the question. Now you can take your pencil, pause the video and write the summary for odd and even number. Now it's time for me to say bye. If you have any doubts while solving questions from the Master 1 out of 5 book series, you can scan this QR code. Here, this is a QR code you can scan and you can post your doubts. And I, Teacher Smith, will help you immediately. For now, I want to leave. I'll sign off right now, but I'll see you in the next video.